The McLaren Speedtail. This car is unlike any other hypercar out there, and that's why I love it so much. Let's have a closer look. Here you have the headlights. They're very simple. Then you have vertical daytime running lights going on the outside, and behind that you have a very narrow passageway for air to pass through the front of the car, and it's very similar to the one you have in the Chiron Super Sport. As you can see the video of the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport on my channel, and the front splitter is all carbon fiber. You have carbon fiber around the headlights as well, and that's what I love about discovering these hidden details in cars when you see them for real. Like you have carbon fiber here on these air vents on the front of the car. As for the rest of the front, yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. So this car is very, very different from any other car out there. So the doors are also very, very big. It's much bigger than other models. Here you have reverse cameras. Those are retractable for better airflow when the car is moving fast. You don't need them, they just go inside the body. Now for the interior, wait for it. Okay, this is it. So you have 3 seats, and the driver sits in the middle, and his seat is a little more in front of the car. So this layout is exactly the same as in a McLaren F1, and accordingly the interior and the steering position is designed accordingly. So you have the steering wheel in the middle, and you have a lot of LCD screens. The small LCD screens that you have on the corner, those are connected directly to those reverse cameras on the doors. Now here you have LCD screens, and I love how the green color just merges into the black color on the dash. The steering wheel is really sleek, leather and carbon fiber. You have flappy pedals as well. And yeah, so the interior is of course designed exactly like the McLaren F1, and it's a very strange seating position. So you're sitting in the middle. It's not a right-hand drive car, it's not a left-hand drive car. There is one drawback, of course, of this car is that getting in and out is a little more awkward. Basically you have to climb over 2 seats, but still it is interesting. Like it's like being inside a plane, like because you're not sitting on the right hand side of the car or the left hand side of the car. So that's the interior. Now that's not the only thing that this car shares with the McLaren F1. The McLaren F1 was limited to 106 units, so is the McLaren Speedtail. So this is one of the rarest cars out there by McLaren, and it's also the longest McLaren and the widest McLaren, and it's also incredible. So on the back side of the car you have the engine bay. Basically on the engine bay you have 2 types of vents. You have the air vents, which allow air to pass into the car to keep the car cool, and of course you have vents and holes in the car's engine bay. That's of course to let the air out from the engine. So engine in this is the same that you have in other McLarens. It's a 4-liter twin turbo V8, but this is a hybrid car, and it makes 1050 horsepower combined. And this is the rear end of the Speedtail. This is very sleek and very long and absolutely beautiful. So you have the Speedtail logo there underneath the McLaren logo, but there's hidden things here as well. Now the tail lights, those are these horizontal lights here just above the reflectors, and of course you can see that the pretty much the whole diffuser and the rear end of the car is all carbon fiber. That's the exhaust pipe, and here you can see how the adjustable diffuser is there next to the wheels. So yes, this is a very, very unusually strange car. And of course it has rear spoilers, and basically those are integrated into the car's body, and those panels, they bend when the car needs to activate its rear spoiler. So and those are here, one is here and the other is on the other side. So yes, this is a very, very unusual looking car. Another unusual part about this car is that the batteries of the hybrid system, they're submerged in oil, so that if you want to drive this car incredibly fast, and the oil keeps the batteries cool, so you can use it much more efficiently than in a regular car. Now this car is very, very long. It's maybe the longest car here. Now you'll also notice that the front wheels are a little unusual. They have a carbon fiber fixed blade on them, and that's of course for better aerodynamics. That blade does not rotate with the wheel, that stays in its place. So yes, because it has, you know, 3 seats, so it is wider, and because it has a very long body, it's much longer. It dwarfs the McLaren Senna. I've seen two other Speedtails which were next to, you know, Senna's. The Senna looked small in comparison, and this is basically a gigantic McLaren. It basically, you know, towers over other supercars. This car is for $4 million. That's roughly 3 times the price of a McLaren Senna. So yes, this car is very expensive, very rare, very exotic, very unusual. It's McLaren's biggest car. It's also their most technologically advanced car. Another interesting feature is that how you charge it. You don't really need to plug it in. You know how your cell phone has a wireless charger, you can wirelessly charge this car. Just slide basically charging mechanism just underneath the front of the car, and that will automatically start charging the battery. So here in the showroom, this is a new one. This is called People of Fate. They have a very strange Mercedes collection. They have a very nice Porsche Carrera GT. I love this car. And behind that is a very, very interesting car. This is a Maserati MC12. I'm seeing it properly after, you know, 17 years. And behind that is a Pagani Huayra. Not a regular Huayra. This one was owned by Mr. Horatio Pagani himself and displayed at the Geneva Motor Show in 2012. So I have separate videos of each of these cars. So do have a look at my channel. I'm sure you're going to like it. The showroom next door to this showroom basically has another Speedtail and the new Lamborghini Countach. So check that video out as well. Not all the videos that I make are in English. Just read the title carefully to know which videos are in English. And thank you so much for watching this video. And if you like it, I'll be very, very grateful.